Bring in Christian Leuprecht. He's a military analyst, professor at the Royal Military College of Canada, RMC, and at Queen's University. Christian, good to see you. Thanks for your time on this Tuesday.
My pleasure, Todd.
Yeah, the ground offensive. What do you make of the strategy? Will it be effective? What's your take?
Well, this is a very high-risk gamble for the Prime Minister. It's extremely dangerous, of course, for the populations on the ground. It's dangerous for the hostages, and it's dangerous for the soldiers. If the Prime Minister succeeds and the Israeli military has the intelligence to free the hostages, which I suspect is going to be part of the effort here to try to confuse the militants and to go on with special operations units and attempt to free the hostages, then, of course, Netanyahu will come out as the hero. If it turns out that the hostages die, and in the process tens or hundreds of thousands of Palestinians also end up becoming what the military calls collateral damage, then Netanyahu will have to answer to the world community.
We have seen the Israeli government, Christian, time and again suggest anyway that they just need one more operation to defeat Hamas, one more strike to try and take out the leadership. And we are almost at the second anniversary of how this all began back in October of 2023. Is there a military solution to this?
So Israel is, however imperfect, a democracy, and so ultimately it is the democratically elected government that makes the decisions and provides directions to the military, and the military then has to do, to the best of its ability, carry out those operations. The chief general in Israel has expressed concerns about this particular operation, so I think we're going to see some very difficult days ahead. Both for Israel and, of course, for the Palestinians on the ground.
A UN commission has said that Israel is committing genocide in Gaza. How does that have an impact on what we're seeing in Gaza, if at all, right now, Christian?
Well, we see a lot of entities drawing red lines. We not just saw that statement from the UN today, we also saw criticism from Britain. And interesting enough, we saw criticism from Germany, which tends to be very muted in its criticism of Israel. And we also saw criticism from the European Union. Interesting enough, we also saw Marco Rubio, who came out and sort of did not take a clear stance on this particular operation. So there might also be some differences in the U.S. and the Trump administration on the wisdom behind this operation.
Christian Leuprecht, military analyst, professor at the Royal Military College of Canada, Queen's. Today we find him in Oslo, Norway. And thank you for taking the time during your travels, Christian, to be with us here at CTV.